One of the doctors that refers me patients actually contacted me personally about this client, letting me know that the young man had said some really concerning things in his visit. He had indicated that something was trying to get him underneath his bed. He was genuinely terrified. After a few more questions, the doctor suggested to the mother that she reach out to me. Ahead of the client themselves, the mother reaching out, the doctor called to let me know what her concerns were specifically. She said that the boy had a number of different diagnoses. Among them, he was on the autism spectrum. He was delayed in speaking, but as soon as he started speaking, he started talking about the hands that were under his bed, black hands that would reach for him every night. He was terrified. He was now 7 or 8 years old and was still sleeping with his parents because he was too afraid to sleep in his bed. The client contacted me almost immediately. I think I had an email from them within 24 hours of the doctor referral. Because this was a child, I wanted to get a little more information, especially considering this was a child with a disability. In situations like these, when something possibly evil or dangerous can be in the house, I want to know a little bit more about what we're getting into for the safety of the family. So if we're dealing with adults that are well within their faculties and they've got a little more strength to protect themselves, where children have no protection. I know that you've often heard dogma state that children are protected by their innocence. That is a flippin' lie. Children are prey. Just like any other large animal herd, children and the weak are prey for things that are evil, or even evil dead that are confused or have bad intentions. Children are often victimized by these things. So in this situation, I actually set up a time to have a phone conversation with the woman, with the mother. We were set to talk the next day, and I get an email from her late that night saying things have escalated. This is not unusual. When bad things like this are in someone's house, when they reach out for help, even before they reach out to me for help, when they've made the connection that they're going to reach out to me or someone like me for help, oftentimes the activity gets way worse. This was no different. She said that they had returned home the day before from the doctor's appointment to find 2 of their dogs having what looked like seizures. They were able to get the dogs comfortable. They seemed okay. Once the first 2 started to calm down, the third one started having seizures. These were dogs that didn't really have anything in common other than their environment. They weren't siblings, but suddenly they were having these strange, bizarre behaviors. Included in this seizure was what she described as, quote, weird smiling, which freaked me out, to be sure. By the end of that evening, which was around the time that she had written me the email, all 3 of the dogs were at the emergency vet. They didn't know what they'd been exposed to at first. The vet thought that they had been exposed to some type of an irritant or a gas or a poison, but the family knew different. The family knew that this was a direct attack on them by whatever it was that their son had talked about being in the house. He started sharing a lot more about what he knew too.